I'm Kathy with the Lightside UFO Study Group, and our first segment in this series we talked about the reptilian agenda. On this series we're going to talk about how to refuse the alien abduction.
What's your name again?
My name's Kathy.
And my name's Diana.
So this segment, like I said, will be about how to refuse the alien abduction. First of all, half of the battle, to me, on it is to know that you can say no. Most people don't think that you can say no, or they don't have the knowledge that you can say no. I've been to many conferences across the country, and I've heard a lot of, I should say, mainstream researchers get up on stage and tell the audience that there's nothing that you can do to refuse abduction, but I believe that you can. So we're going to go through the steps that I have learned.
We've been guided from experience, from our alien contacts, and from the Creator on how to protect ourselves from these negative entities. And I just like to say that when you are just getting into this knowledge and starting to use it, or starting to be aware of this alien invasion type of thing, that's when you're most vulnerable.
Yes, and that's when you have to stand your ground the hardest. And if you have loved ones that you can also have come to your aid and help stand with you against this, that's even better. Because if they realize that when I say they, the aliens, realize that you're starting to come into the knowledge that you can resist them, they're going to come at you all the harder.
Yep. So
you need to dig in, plant your feet, and fight with everything that you have.
Because that's the last thing they want, is another opposition, somebody against them. And I think that's hopefully near the end times, people will wake up. That's my prayer, that people will wake up and know that they have the power through the Creator to just say no, get the heck out of here.
Well, so. And when you say end times, you think we're in the end times?
Well, I think we are in the end times now, but I don't think we're in the Great Tribulation yet.
Right.
I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yes, unfortunately, but there is hope.
Yes,
there is hope.
But the end times are not the end of the world, it's the end of these troubled times.
Yes.
It is the new beginning.
Yes. So, anyway, with that said, we deviated a little bit. That's good information to have.
They didn't say that on our notes, but
no, which is
a little bonus material.
No, I think it's good information. Okay. But for me, the first step in refusing the alien abduction is to realize that you have the white light of protection that has been given to you. It's a spark of light as I envision it. It's a spark of light that resides within your heart or chest area. It's a gift that has been given to every person by the Creator. When you use it for protection, it's in the form of a thought. You shoot it out around your being like a protective white bubble. Beautiful, white, shimmering, shining white light. And you can send it out to protect yourself, and you can send it out to protect people that you love. And you can send it out as far as you want, as far as your imagination can conceive. And Diana had an example of an attempted abduction.
Well, I just wanted to say that our contacts have told us that some people naturally shoot out the light when there's extreme pressure, tension, danger. It's a natural instinct to. But if we work on it on a daily basis and make it second nature in our conscious state, without all this, dangerous situation, because that'll come. The dangerous situations will come. You just keep sending it out, and it becomes second nature. Mm-hmm. But I did have an experience where it was in about the mid-1990s, and when I was just getting into this awareness of the alien presence, both positive and negative, on this planet and in the vicinity around this planet. And, and the dark side did not want me to awaken to this. And I recall waking up and I was paralyzed. And I tried to move. And in the very beginning, my reaction was a negative. It was anger. I was so angry. Nobody has the right to do that to anybody. Nobody has the right to do anything against anybody's will. And I was like fighting it. And I moved my head and it broke it. And they were gone. It happened one other time that I can recall. But in my head, it was the voice of one of our alien contacts. She said, I was saying a prayer this time. I had tried a little bit something different. The anger was subsiding, but I knew enough to say a prayer. And she said in my head, it's not working because you're not saying it calm enough or kind enough.
She sent a message telepathically?
Telepathically into my head. And so that was the key from that day, that time on. There's been attempted abductions, or I call it tormenting, especially when you're out of balance, you're overtired, your emotions are running, or you're just running through your days. That's when they can get to you.
When you're very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable, or between awake and sleep. That's a very vulnerable time. So that's why to say your prayers and ask for protection before you go to bed, before you go into that sleep state. Mm-hmm. But it's more, I haven't had that where I'm conscious of it now, because I think it's become second nature. Okay. Where I have asked for protection.
Right. And what goes along with the white light of protection is the prayer. And the prayer is the conversation that you're having with God at the time. And when we're talking about the alien abduction and prayer, you are asking Him in your own way, please protect me. Please keep me safe. I cannot fight this battle on my own, or however you need to say it in your own individual way. But the prayer to me is a request to a higher authority, which I call God, for safety and protection.
Another tool in refusing abduction, and something to help you stay balanced, like I mentioned earlier, is meditation. And that's gotten a bad rap a little bit sometimes. I'm reading a book on the New Age religion, the one world religion, should I say. And in that, they're talking about how dangerous it is, especially if you're looking at it only giving credit to the negative side. Well, I like to look at it in the positive side.